Hey, welcome to the Friday Members Choice Build with me and John.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Mr. Morris was going to join us, but he can't seem to get internet today. Tim is late. Waitrose is packing for his hollybobs, as well as teaching Maria how to edit YouTube videos, apparently. And I don't know what's happened tomorrow. So you're stuck with us two today for now. For now. Which hopefully isn't too much of a problem. If it is, unlucky. So for those that haven't watched before, I'm sure I know most of you have. What we did is each of us picked 3 of our kits out of our stash that we wanted to do, and we let the channel members pick which one we were going to build for this series. So they picked the ARL French heavy tank.
And for me, they picked Hasegawa's B47 Strategy.
Yeah, which is coming along really nicely.
Oh, there's that box. Yeah, that's all right. It's just lots of silver and white. It's just like,
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. Today, I'm going to carry on painting some tracks.
Today, I'm going to carry on painting a B47.
Oh, last night I was catching up on doing that as well for the Austin.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Yeah. See, I haven't tried. Was that nice, was it, John?
Oh, delicious. It's old speckled hen,
Ooh, nice.
English pale ale, apparently.
Yeah.
Imported from the UK, wherever that is.
I have no idea. Never heard of it.
Right.
Yeah. Rob very kindly sent me the big brother of the ARL 44 the other day, which is really cool. Which is huge. The turret is so much bigger.
Yeah.
That's like a baby. That is quite a big gun. The model tank. That's a baby compared to the one on the next one or the other one. The mantlet is about that big on it. It's huge. Chat.
Yeah.
Ooh, good morning, troops. I've posted up pics of my work progress and workstation in the man cave. Well done.
Very good. Julian's saying morning all.
Morning, Julian. All. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Paul. What's your panel?
Yeah. Stu, hi all. This odd. My phone has stream starting at 12 and my TV has it set at 1 p.m. British Standard Time.
Oh.
It's summertime. Probably just need to adjust the time on your TV. Phone. Don't forget your phone updates automatically. And sometimes if you've got your TV set to BST, when it gets to summertime, for some reason it goes an hour too far forwards.
Yeah.
I don't know. TV's weird.
Duke is in saying, good day, all you beautiful people.
Hello. Yeah, because it does TVs and stuff, do GMT +1 for BST. But for some reason, it thinks it means that because it's in GMT, currently GMT is 12 o'clock, well, 12:05. It adds an extra hour because it thinks that for British summertime, you've got to add an extra hour to GMT. If that makes sense. June says, I sometimes get odd times on my TV too, Stu. My guess is the app on the TV is the wrong time zone.
Yeah. He says, possibly, so long as they both start at the same time and I don't have to watch it twice. Yeah. Cruel and unusual punishment.
Yes. Joe says, good morning all. Happy Friday. I'm happy to be here. I'm not washed away with all the rain we had last night and this morning. Hope you're okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Got your waders on.
Stu Spruce says TV settings are correct and both started together. Okay.
Ah.
Good.
Howie Time says, hi, guys. Hello.
And Joe is in 2 great kits, but I do love that old Stratajet. Do it, John. Do it.
Julian just changed to starting in 5 minutes. My guess is a technical hitch. That was 2 minutes ago. Julian, we've already started, dude. Refresh.
Or YouTube is picked up again. Refresh.
Joe says UK stands for Unknown Cave for Mikey. No offense, just kidding.
Ian Chambers says, "Good morning, troops."
Hello, Ian. Adam says, hello.
Hello. Jim says, "Hello, everyone. Happy Friday to all. It is Memorial Day weekend in the US."
Joe says, Mikey, did I mention that is one sharp haircut there? Nice. Thank you, buddy.
Ian says, "We all need to work on Zulu time."
Trevor, haven't got the link. Oh, I can send it over to you. This is, if you're on Facebook, Trevor, I could just add you to the stream link chat. Oh, God, no. That's Monday's link. I will when I find it. There we go. Trevor. There you go, Trevor. You got the link. Hobby Time says, hi, Jim.
Jim says, "Great shirt, Mr. Marley."
Adam says, hold up. Me and Mikey both got cut at the same time. Scary. Japanese mafioso are following me.
Love it. Yeah.
I got my beard trimmed as well.
Oh, wow. Significantly.
Unfortunately,
hey, Julian says
he did that bit. I don't normally shave my cheeks. It'll grow back.
Julian says, "Ian, if we all adopt a South African time zone, we'll really get confused."
Yes. Jim says, hello, Hobby Time, and to all the usual suspects in chat.
I see what he means. That's reference to Zulu. Right, I get it.
Yeah.
Steve still plays games. Says, "Hello, lovely people."
Hello, Steve. That's it.
Sweet.
Oh, we got one. There we go. Jim says, hello, Steve. How are you, mate? There we go.
All right. So yesterday I started painting this white underneath. Got it all taped up now. There is overspray on the silver. I need to go over that again, but it's just going to be, doing one then the other because it's just so large, this thing. I think I'll give it one more coat of white. Oh, it sounds like Trevor.
Hello, John.
Hello.
Trevor.
Good, jolly sunny day in Sussex here.
It's quite sunny here today as well.
Yeah, it's not raining. Good God.
Oh, it's raining here today.
Yeah, it was raining last night. It'll probably rain this afternoon. Steve says, I'm not too bad, thanks, Jim. Hope you are well. There we go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Right. So, as I mentioned, this is white now. The tanks I haven't touched yet, tanks for the memories.
Yeah.
I've painted white under the center section of these engines. I want to tape up the white and then paint the silver around it and all that sort of stuff. So I'll give it a bit more white first, I think, just because this isn't, it's still a bit speckled. A bit old speckled hen, you might say. But he says,
I like that. Good segue. Jim says, hello, chatting people. A refresh. After Gary's stream, you don't need any fresh ups at all. Yeah. For those that didn't see it last night, it was supposed to be Gary's members only live stream. Well, members modeling club. However, he mistakenly set it to public. So you can all see what we get up to in the members live streams for one free episode and help you decide whether to join his channel as a member or not.
Very good.
Yeah, I did wonder why it was. I didn't watch it. I didn't notice it was on until sort of quite late. So I sort of watched a bit of the replay. Good old Nick.
Yeah. He needs his own branch of tech support.
He needs something, doesn't he?
Adam
I
says,
feel-
go on. Adam says, the Lehman is now on the shelf. It's time to do Mikey's suggestion for me, the Land Rover. Nice. Which Land Rover are you doing, Adam? Ian says, hello, Trevor, John, and Mike. Hello.
Hello.
Paul says, how is everyone? We are well. And we're alive, which is always a bonus.
Oh, yes.
Jim says, Steve, hang in there, Steve. One day at a time. The men in white suits haven't caught me yet.
Yeah, we were blown up in a hotel in Amman in Jordan. Oh, it's 20 years ago now. It was my 50th birthday, and we were sitting at the bar having a drink, and all of a sudden there was a big woof and a big bang, and the windows went out, the doors went out, the furniture came flying at us.
Mm-hmm.
So we were very, very, very lucky. I mean, 28 people died in the hotel that we were in.
Wow.
Yeah. So every day I've had since I was 50 has been a
bonus.
A bonus. Yes.
Well, that there's a YouTube channel I watch called Captain Steve. He's a retired airline pilot, and he was doing a podcast, and he was saying that on 10th of September 2001, he was scheduled to be a co-pilot on a flight for American Airways. And but what they do is they put it on the rotor on the computer, and then they phone you up to let you know and make sure you know that you've got this flight and what time. And they never rang him up, so he didn't think anything of it. So the next morning, he looked on the system again, and another pilot had been put on it. He thought, all right, fair enough, it happens all the time. So he went to work, and they were sat in work watching the tellies, and the Twin Towers got hit.
Yeah.
And he had this really awful feeling about it, obviously, beside what everyone else was feeling. He went home, looked on the system again, and it was the flight that he was supposed to have been on, co-pilot on.
Cool.
If that other pilot hadn't taken the job, he would have been on that first aircraft that went into the Twin Towers.
Twin Towers, yeah.
Yeah, and he said that messed him up for years, though.
Fair enough.
Survivor's guilt, I think.
Yeah.
Something
like
that. June says, anyone else watch Wait Rose's review of the ultrasonic knife and think the audio is unusually louder than the club last night? The reason why it's louder than the club last night is because Gary was using his lapel mic for the video, and he was using his earbuds for the live stream. When he uses lapel mic, he's got a microphone right here.
Yeah.
When he's doing live streams, he either uses earbuds or no microphone at all. So yeah, it's just because he can. When he's recording his videos, he records them on a proper camera, whereas when he's doing his live streams, he does it through his iPad. Ian says, yes, Nick was hilarious. He was, bless it. Jim says, Julian, haven't viewed it yet, Julian. We'll do so later today. Excellent. Paul says, I was at my man cave on Moz Models stream last night. Awesome. Adam says, Italy 109 long wheelbase i4 scheme. Oh, yeah, the medic one. I've done the medic one. It's really good. It's a nice kit. Mark III Land Rover, I believe. Junior says, be back in a bit, Kara here. Okay, buddy. Paul says, when I was working in London, the District Line tube train got kaboomed. I was on that train. Bloody hell.
You're talking about that, Mikey. Have you got that one?
I have. I've done that one.
Yeah, the First World War ambulance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely little kit.
Yeah. This was because it's an ICN kit, but this was a Revell one.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't come with any decals. Not that there's a lot on it, but I contacted Revell and never got anything back from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a kit I wouldn't mind doing again, to be fair. as,
That
as a
yes,
standalone model.
nice little kit. That one, yeah.
Yeah, as a standalone model rather than as part of a diorama this time.
Yeah.
Julie says louder than every other video of his though, Mikey. Yeah. You might have
What about that one?
Yes, the FWD Type B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So before I do anything else, I'm going to hit this with a bit more white. So I'll just mosey across there and do that now.
You might be better off spraying it, John, rather than hitting it.
Yeah, you never know.
Paul says, fortunately, I was at the rear of the tube train. Yeah. Jem says, the instruction video on how to not conduct a multi-stream live show with lots of errors sitting looking at you. Laugh out loud. It's fun. Oh, I like that. That's very cool.
That's the first ever Mercedes.
Yeah.
Oh, ICM?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But this is the version with the PE wheels.
Wheels,
the
spokes.
The spokes are, yeah. But they
No.
do. I think the one they've got now has got plastic spokes.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. They were great fun. They were.
Stu says John Linden, Sex Pistols, was booked on ill-fated Lockerbie flight. He missed it because his wife took too long packing. Yeah. Yeah. Adam says the closest I have is my aunt's was in Lockerbie. There we go.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Remember that?
That was bad business, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the Twin Towers live on. I used to have a big 2.5 meter satellite dish that was all motorized.
Yeah.
That used to scan the skies for the different satellites and feeds and all that. And that actually came up live on one of the feeds that I was watching.
Yeah. I remember it after when I was in school.
Yeah, I saw it live. Had late night news on, and Sandra Sully in the 10 newsroom in Australia, and she just said, they had a story, and they just said, "Oh, we'll cross live to America. There's reports of a plane hitting a building." So they played that footage live, and of course, they're repeating the first one happening again.
Yeah.
Then the American reporter says, we're watching footage of the first plane hitting, and we're all thinking, no, that other tower's on fire. This is another plane hitting another tower. Anyway, the Americans took about 3 more minutes, and they hadn't picked up on it. So Sandra Sally comes over and said, I wonder how long it's going to take the Americans to realise that the second building's been hit. And anyway, they went to an ad break, came back, and of course, the world changed.
Yes.
But you just sort of think, surely somebody in the TV studio over there would be going, oh, let's hit the second building.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My daughter's actually been there to Ground Zero.
Yeah, so is my wife, a couple other people. My sister tells people that she was up in the top of the Twin Towers on September the 10th with Rachel Griffiths, our cousin actress. But she fails to tell people what year she was up there. Because it was 2 years before. So, that's not a near miss. That's just another day.
Yeah.
A near miss I was in was in a Herc. I was standing behind the co-pilot, just sort of like leaning on a seat, watching out the front. And anyway, all the protection systems went off, and there's an RPG fired from a bridge over a canal. It's one of those Toyota pickup things with these guys with a bloody RPG on it, and we were at 300 feet, and it flew under number 2 prop, probably missed us by about 50 feet, and the closing speed was remarkable, which is why, of course, I'm pissed off that old mate idiot in the White House reckons that we were nowhere near the front and always a little bit away from the action. I'm just thinking, what the fuck would he know about war?
Yeah. Interesting that this has come up because today is the 15th anniversary of the end of British operations in Iraq as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, there we are. 20 minutes in, I got my my rant out of the way.
Would they be rant?
Yeah. Joe says, "Oh, when Julian said louder than the club, I thought, wow, Julian was at a loud club. Why not? Julian, enjoy life, party time." Arville says, "Hello, Mikey John. I've been watching your YouTube starting 2 years ago." Ah, thank you.
Oh, he can't
you, buddy.
quite figure out how to turn it off.
Yes. One day you'll find John's channel and see him on there as well.
Yeah, that could be frightening.
Oh, poor John.
That was me throwing my voice in.
Adam says she had an unwelcome bolt come through the window, and she states it was the wee shite nearly hit my dog. My Doug. Paul says, on Facebook, I've started a birthday fundraiser as it's my birthday in 3 weeks' time, so I'm clicking M4H for the fundraiser to go to. Nice. Well done, buddy. Steve says, I still think there is something rather dubious about the 9th of September. Some things just don't add up, but I'll say no more. What happened on the 9th of September?
Nothing.
Do you mean September the 11th? Or the 11th of September?
Well,
the 9th month. 11th day of the 9th month. Or, as the Americans say, the 9th month of the 11th day of the 2001st year of our Lord. Jim says, rant over. Hope you feel better, Mr. Oxley. I beg your pardon, Marley.
Oh.
My own words then, Jim.
Well, that's a total, utter insult, that is.
To Mr. Oxley.
I wouldn't, even I wouldn't call him Mr. Oxley. God, how does this bit go on?
I would. I said before, the only thing I didn't agree with anything. The only thing I don't agree with is his 80-minute rant about kinetic kits when he's only built one. So that's the only problem I have with him. Everything else is fine. And I wish him all the best.
That's pretty much standard for his videos, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I come here to complain as well. So
I watched one that he did the other day. Can't remember what it was on.
It's YouTube.
Yes, but he put one up the other day and worked out. If you looked at the timings, a third of it was spent complaining about a bent sprue. A third of it was looking at the instruction manual, and a third of it was just talking about random things and looking at the kit.
Oh, that was an ICM kit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the booth font, it was booth font or whatever it was. The wing sprue or something whatever it was. The wing sprue was bent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It was a kit review, and he spent less than a third of the review actually talking about the kit.
And then when he does actually show you the sprues, he don't keep the bloody thing still.
Yeah. But hey, it apparently works for him, so fair play to him.
I mean, personally, I don't think you can review a kit unless you're actually building it.
Yeah. Ian says the 9th was a Sunday. It was. She says John has gone early in the rant. Thanks for the great stream. I'm off now. Only watch for that. Steve says, yeah, sorry, I got confused because the Yanks have the days, months of ass first. Yeah.
Yeah.
James says, I think...
And Liberia. The rest of the world can agree on stuff.
Yes. James says, I think I've been watching the rolling model circus for must be getting close to a year now. Think I would learn at some point, but the learning bug has not gone off to lunch. Well, it has gone off to lunch. Ian says, okay, back arsewards, Steve. Jim says, we have our own way of marking day, month, year. Have a great day. The date is 5th, 22nd, 2026. It's the 5th month of the 22nd day of 2026. Charlie says, good day to you, lads. Hello, Charlie. You're right, buddy. And TBG says, hi, everyone. Hi, TBG. Yeah. We've got 24 people watching. Nice. Are we having desk cam today, Trevor?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah, so I've got a bit here and I can't work out how the bloody hell it goes on.
As fine as your wall in the back of your head is, we would like to see what's happening with your modelling.
Okay. No problem. I just forget.
Roy joke, it's up to you what camera you put on.
That's right. Takes 2 seconds, mate. I need to get a stand for it. At the moment, I got one of these
tabletop stands.
Yeah, at the moment I've got a watchmaker's thing. I'll stick it on that.
You can get these arms that just clamp onto the back of the desk. Quite cheap.
Oh, what clips onto the back of that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's just like a spring-loaded arm. You can just move backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I've got similar thing like my magnifying glass.
Yeah,
but I can't get on with. I can't get the focus quite right. Right, that goes in there. That opens up there.
Jim says, "Hey TBG." Paul says, "Why is it that the Yanks get the dates asked about it? It's nothing. It's annoying. They do their own thing.
It could be the other way around. It could be us that have got it arse over tit.
Yeah, the Americans like to blaze their own trails, though.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. A lot of it is just they wanted to do. Yeah, they just wanted to do things differently. Like, it's too expensive having too many L's, so we'll only have words with with less letters and no U's in laughter and all that sort of shit. And all it did is, I think the two, like Miriam and the Webster brothers. I think Miriam and the Webster brothers have more to answer for than any other Americans. I think they've just completely stuffed the whole thing up for eternity.
You're such a happy bunny today, aren't you, John?
Oh, no. So there was a vote in the UN overnight about greenhouse gases. 158 countries voted yes. 28 countries abstained, and 5 countries voted against reducing greenhouse gases. America, Russia, China, Belarus, and Liberia. So great company, America.
There we go.
There we go. Now we can see what he's working on. TBG says, hi, everyone. Hi, TBG. TBG says, hi, Jim. Julian says, back. Ian says, hello, TBG. TBG says, hi, front. He says, hi, Ian. And Ian Chambers says, if Trevor carries on like this, we'll rename him Nick Mark II.
Nick Mark II.
Yeah. Jim says, John is in fine form today. Jim says, if my arms were spring-loaded, I'd smack myself in the face or end up upside down in a hedge. Possibly both. Paul says, it's the same with the Yanks saying pants equals trousers. I mean, what the F? Pants are pants, aren't they?
I'll not mention America for the rest of the stream. How's that?
Awesome. Joe says, darn it, Mikey, why did you ship those criminals to Australia? Damn it. Hey, I didn't do jack shit, mate. I made it look like I was around in the Stone Age, but I wasn't.
Well, that wouldn't have happened if your country was made unavailable due to a short war.
Jem says, Koreans have different dates as well, so do the Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah, but they speak different languages.
Yeah, and we can't understand what they say anyway. TBG says, has Has Nodge refined plans for disposing of Julian? Well, he's actually put has Bodge.
No.
Oh, bloody hell. That's got to be it.
Joe says, can I ask Julian about the loud club he was at last night, or should I send it to Discord? Given that it might involve women of negotiable affections, I'd say probably ask him on Discord. Stu says, it was worth staying. I had a feeling John would have a second rant. Jim says, good one, Joe. Hobbytime says, hi, James. And CBG says, hi, Gordon. Yeah. You only seem to have those rants on this channel, though. It's like a venting place for you, where you let off steam. June says, short war nodge? You mean, for example, with flightless birds?
Too soon. Too soon.
See, the answer to that should have been touche.
Touche. The emu wars. Oh dear, oh dear.
How do you lose a war against a flock of flightless birds?
Come over, we'll show you. All right, I'm trying to work out. Oh, there we go. So yeah, whether the external tanks were painted white underneath it, they weren't. So that's it. There we go.
Christ, I finished the chassis.
Well, hey.
God, these instructions are bloody terrible. Just taken me 10 minutes to work out where a bit goes.
10 minutes well spent.
Yeah, it's quite it's quite a quite an intensive chassis, I must admit, but it is it is very good.
Yeah.
It's just that my fingers are a lot bigger than some of the bits.
Steve says, I'm in the middle of 3D printing a Comlock from Space 1999 right now. Does anyone remember that?
What?
A Comlock from Space 1999.
No. I haven't seen very much that show at all.
I vaguely remember seeing it as a kid. Bear in mind, I wasn't born until the end of the 80s. Arville says, when I store photos and files, etc., on my computer or external hard drive, I title it CCYY, year, month, date. So, for example, today would be 2026, 5th, 2022. Model photos. Then, when your list it comes out all in date order. Good idea.
Yeah, that's good. That's the way I would file stuff when I was filing stuff.
Yeah. See, what I do is I just set it to on the view options at the top. I just set it to view in order of date because the date's stored in the metadata anyway. June says, note to self, rewatch stream for Nodge's rants.
What was it? He's building a Comlock.
Yeah. Timothy has joined us.
Hello.
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 Hello, young Timothy.
Sorry, I'm a touch late.
Paul says, last night these two lads were riding up and down past mine, gone 1 a.m. repeatedly, so I chucked out a load of nails and screws. They left the bikes outside mine. When I looked over them, I found they were stolen.
Yeah. Oh, is it square cube?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Might be that.
I don't know. You're pointing at the wrong camera.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. I've got
TBG asks John's rant: is he channeling his inner Oxley? No. my rants are based on logic and truisms.
Yeah, well, I got the book from
Nice.
Space. Yeah.
Jim says, not so much inner, James.
Oh.
TVG says, yes, I remember the Comlock. Jim says, Joe just posted pics of my Tacom Jeep and trailer model in Creative Projects showroom. Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Yeah, I've just realised. Adam's in again on this Friday. He says, oh yeah, Riot is cancelled. Oh, no. Why have they cancelled Riot this year? Is it because we have no aeroplanes left?
It's probably... No, I'm not going to...
I think Julian is about to get additional rockets to his wheelchair without a gun, Mr. J. Emus are nasty and stupid. Oh, and yet they're still smart enough to outwit the Australians. Julian says, Aaron, for my camera, I have separate holders for each year, month, and day. As when I do use the camera, I often take more than one photo per day. Yeah. This is the thing. If you arrange it by, because especially if you take it's to do with photos, in each photo's metadata, it will have the file number and then it'll have the date and time it was taken. So if you set it to view by date, it'll organize it into the date and time. So it'll have like Friday, whatever date, and then they'll be in the order of time within that Friday. Ian says, ahoy, Tim.
G'day.
Hoity-toity.
Evening, Tim. Joe says, I think Tim asked John when and how long will he rant be, and I'll pop in afterwards. Smart, Tim.
Well, what did I miss? Dare I
Not a
ask?
thing.
Joe says, I will look, Jim. Great. Adam says the RAF base was being used for the Middle East. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. Arabelle says, yes, but when you view the metadata order, all the titles seem all over the place. Even if similar titles, we also sort of remember when things were taken. Maybe everyone into their own way. Yeah, exactly. Each to their own. Jim says, view today's post from Australian Armour and Artillery Museum. Ron is a one-man army. Unlimited energy. Greta close-up of a cast hull Sherman tank. Nice. Oh, great close-ups. Not Greta. I thought,
Greta
what the hell is
close-up.
Greta Thunberg? Yeah. I thought, what the hell is Greta Thunberg doing looking at tanks? Stu says, Riot is cancelled due to Fairford being used operationally. Yeah. Makes sense. Fair enough. Paul says, because we sent all our jets to Greenland to stop the Americans. Hashtag Green Day. TVD says, don't forget cup holders on that wheelchair. Beware, GM. And Jim says, hello, Tim. Welcome to Uncle John's rant.
I was going to say, well, you said that's a you sent all of your jet.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all either in Estonia or Greenland or something.
Yes. The British Empire, you are not.
Not anymore, no.
No.
Of course we are.
We are the Commonwealth of Nations. Or a Commonwealth of Nations, should I say.
Yes. I'll take it now. Oh, that's right.
So how are you today, Tim?
Good. I was just having dinner with a mate from Canberra up at the Yadina pub.
Ooh.
Which was very good.
Nice.
I think Joe went to school with Dana Pub.
Must be rich, Mikey, all these Australians. I can't afford to go out for meals for dinner and things like this.
That's because you keep buying things like fridge freezers, and on the same day you're doing your car insurance and things like
that. Yeah. That's a bit of a sore point. That is because it was 400 and something last year, but somebody hit the car. A woman whacked into the back of the car and broke the back valance and bloody bumper and all that.
Yeah.
So the insurance has fixed it, no problems at all whatsoever. But because her insurance company are denying that it's her vehicle and all this palaver.
Yeah.
And it's now been handed over to solicitors. We've had to pay another sort of 200-300 quid on their insurance.
Oh, bloody hell.
Until they get their money back.
See, I was quite lucky because the woman that went into the back of us, she admitted it before she'd even got out of the car.
Yeah, this woman did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was definitely my fault." And there was we got witness and everything.
Yeah.
But apparently the insurance company are now saying that, oh, well, no, it couldn't have been her because she lives 3.5 miles away from where the accident happened. So it must have been a cloned vehicle.
From 3.5 miles away?
Yeah.
She could have walked there.
I know, yes, absolute load of shit. I'm not really can't believe what's going on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had noticed I've kept a check on the vehicle on the DVLA, and it now appears that the vehicle's no longer taxed, but it's still got a little bit of MOT on it.
Yeah.
So they could be right. It could have been a clone, but I don't think so because it wasn't a youngster that had it. It was quite an elderly woman.
Yeah. TBG says John's the rant keeper.
Actually, been quite good just recently.
Jay says, Tim, you missed Nodge being very positive and succinct twice, although the twice might be the only accurate part of that sentence. Hey, Callum. He says, evening, gents, made it tonight. Better late than never. How are you doing, buddy? Not seen you for a while. How is the sheep shagging going? Paul says, send Julian to the USA on a secret mission, codename American Idiot. Stu says, we are still an empire, just a very small one, and we don't like to boast about it. Ian saying hello to Callum. Matthew, hey everyone, sorry I'm late. Making the most of sunshine, airbrushing number 5 Berlin Brigade Challenger Mark II. Exhausted now, and now my airbrush cleaner smells like Deckel Make sure you take it easy, Bill. Joe says, to be honest, I agree with 99.9% of it. It's horrible for sure, but squirrel. Anyway, how's the Stratojet, John?
It's all right.
Julian says, very briefly, going back to lucky escapes on the 7/7 attacks in London, a friend in London running late missed her usual train. It was the first one attacked. Yeah. I remember watching that when I was in sixth form. We watched it in the common room on the telly. Ian says, hi, Matt. 'Tis rather warm outside compared to recent temperatures. Yeah, when 7/7 happened, watching it on the telly in the common room, and then all the other sixth formers realised that I was already in the reserves, in the Army Reserves. So they watched that and they all looked at me and they went, does that mean you're going to have to go to war or something? I went, maybe.
Mikey, you're a bit of a military vehicle man.
Yes.
What colour would you do the underneath? What would they normally, underneath the chassis and all that, what would they normally be? Black?
Black or green?
Black or green. Yeah, the vehicle's green, isn't it? Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah.
It's World War II, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it probably would have just been green.
Green, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Because all the pictures in the book, all the pictures are black and white.
Yeah.
It gives you the colours for the main body.
Yeah.
They don't tell you what to do with the chassis.
What I would do is I would do the chassis green, and then all stuff like the prop shafts and half shafts and things like that. Do them a black or like a full red. Or something.
Yeah, looking on the box, it does look green. It looks like it, blacky, dark, yeah.
And then any cables or anything, just paint them with a silver or steel colour.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Jim says, TVG, the cup holders are new rocket holders and facing backwards. Downwards, even. Matthew says, yes, Ian, I'm melting. Julian Paul, they already have one. Self squirrel. Arville says, I always carry my mobile and take pictures of everything and everyone when my friend's car got hit. They couldn't deny any of it. After that, my friend's car bought a camera for front and rear. Yeah. I had a front dash cam when they went into the back of us. So whilst it didn't show her going into the back of our car, what it did show was that I was stopped in traffic for at least 15 seconds beforehand. And the road I'd just come along, you could see where I was at least 20 seconds before that. And it was a 40-mile-an-hour road. And she just hadn't slowed down. You can actually see where the exact moments that she hit the car, because you can see I stop, and then for about 10 seconds, 10, 15 seconds, and all of a sudden you see the camera shake, and then after a split second it shakes again because she hit us twice.
Somehow. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see you. I'm sorry about that. She took him off. She wasn't happy. She wasn't a happy bunny, but I think she was probably on a bloody phone or something.
Well, the one I went into back was she admitted that she was sorting out paperwork on a passenger seat. Whilst driving a 40-mile-an-hour road. Which is real stupid.
Yeah, it makes me laugh when you see them when they're driving along the road and they're doing their makeup.
Yeah. What really made me giggle was she'd only had the new engine put in a car 2 weeks before.
Oh.
And it was one of those little tiny cars. So we had a big Vauxhall Insignia. So she went into the back of us. It damaged our bumper and broke our number plate. The entire front end of her car was crushed.
Yeah. Right off.
Yeah.
Well, they write your car off now if the bloody airbag goes off, don't they?
Yeah. Callum says, I have been leaving the sheep alone, been busy getting 4 dioramas ready for a competition in a few weeks. Ooh. Do you want to come on and show us, Callum?
No, it's not one of these that walks around with Velcro on his welly boots, is he?
Oh, he has the Velcro gloves and the extra wide wellies.
Yeah.
Alville says,
make sure all the sheep are on the hill so you get more purchase. Yeah.
See, it sounds like we're taking the mick out of him, but his Facebook picture is actually him carrying a sheep.
Yeah.
Like he's just stolen it or something. Alville says, I always carry my mobile and take. Oh, just read that one. Wait a minute. Has he put that twice? Yeah. Yes. Matthew says, well, my bench is now closed. Got the girls all half term, so only Lego will be built. Hey, that's not bad, though. Lego's fun. Ian says, 2 weeks off. I can't wait. Nice. But that'll be the time when the wife gets you all the list of jobs that need doing. Paul says, can we put a big V12 on Julian's wheelchair, put some down forces on the front, and send him down a drag strip? Oh, there is actually a jet-powered wheelchair, Paul. I remember doing a write-up about it when I was doing my A-levels, because I did my A-level coursework on the history of the jet engine. And one of the chapters was about jet-powered wheelchair. I don't know what speed that went to, actually. What speed that go? There you go. Callum's going to come on. Just sent you the link, buddy.
I'm doing this backwards.
So jet-powered wheelchair did about 65 miles per hour. Imagine doing 65 miles per hour in a wheelchair. That must have been terrifying.
Yeah, to say terrifying. No. Let me give that one a miss. Yeah, I remember when we used to put Morris 1300 GT engines in minis.
Yeah.
Because all you had to change was the engine mountings.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to shift.
I bet they did.
Mm.
We've got 32 people watching.
We
Wow.
get a reputation.
I know, right? People might actually think we're doing decent content.
No, they wouldn't think that.
I think the word's got round that John's having a rant. That's what it is.
It's just normal Friday for John, though, isn't it?
No, he's been quite good just recently, I must admit.
Yeah, but recently it's been Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, not Friday.
Yeah.
Ooh, we've got 15 likes.
Sorry, John.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah, we don't
He
mean
knows
it
it's all
really.
in jest.
So, Mikey, how did you have the misfortune to be a relation?
Do you mean Tim?
Tim, yeah.
Who knows? It's all before my time, you see.
Yeah.
Accident of birth.
So it's inherited.
Paul says, Mikey, that's cool. Yeah. Ian's putting a thumbs up. I don't know what he's putting his thumb up. Be anything. Aussie Ian says, Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, Aussie Ian.
Hello, Ian.
Aaron Riddle says, anyhow, what is everyone doing and what we all up to? I'm doing the ARL 44 French heavy tank tracks when I get a chance. John is doing is it B47, John?
Yeah, it's a Hussar 72nd scale Boeing B-47 E Stratojet. And it's accompanying atomic thermonuclear device.
Ooh. Sounds spicy.
What was it on doing?
Hello,
I don't know.
Callum.
AEC Armoured Command Vehicle.
Hello, Callum.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, now that time zones are actually working in my favour.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The sheep are not, though, apparently.
Nah, leaving them alone for a bit. I've been a little bit busy, It's getting to that sort of time of year where I've just got a lot of things that I need to get done and haven't been doing too much. So I actually took the day off work today just so I could just sit in here and build stuff.
It's all right when you can do that, isn't it?
Yes, it's pretty good, especially when your manager's not allowed to actually ask why you're taking leave. It's great.
Yeah.
Not that he actually cares.
Yeah. So, go on, what have you been doing with these dioramas?
Well, some of these are a bit on the older side that I've just been zhuzhing up. Well, one of them is fairly old, but the others one's are current, one's last year, and one's I think last year as well. So we'll start with I guess we'll go with the older one that I'm currently zhuzhing. This one. So that's this is the TACOM SMK. And it's the only SMK that was used during the Finnish War in winter. That was when multi-turrets of tanks were kind of the rage in the 30s.
Yeah.
They like to stick, and the SMK was actually one of the more successful ones in a way. they only still made one, and they sent it out against the Finns, and it ran over a landmine and destroyed the track. So, yeah.
Question on that one, Callum. How did you do the snow? Because that looks really good.
With probably the most toxic thing known to man, aka
33.
the next best thing, aka snow micro balloons, which I believe is, I think it's ground up glass into a very, very fine powder. Feels horrible if you get it into your sinuses. So, so I've made this one as a winter one, sort of depicting it when it was just before it hit the mine, so it's kind of reversing into a fence and all of that. I'm having to do a bit more work on it though, because, well, you'll see this side has no snow in it. The reason for that is I took it off the shelf, so I'm going to take it to the show, and I need to get a bit of dust off it and stuff like that. So I took it outside, and just like straight out of a movie, a bit of dust got up the nose. I sneezed in its general direction and gone.
Oh no!
Turns out the glue hadn't worked that well, and it wasn't actually glued down. So that sort of just went off into the wind. So I've got to replace that. However, I'm kind of thinking it's a bit of an open space here. Do I need to add something just for detail? Don't know. So this is one of them. This was actually before, just around the time I started my Instagram account. This is before my YouTube, before anything like that. So I went real heavy with weathering it up and making it rusty and whitewash and all of that. So, but yeah. And also one of the best tank kits I've ever built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think something that would look cool on that back side is to emphasize the fact that it's on a road, is maybe put another fence down that side with like a garden or something.
Yeah, kind of thinking that, It just needs something, because it's a bit, in the grand scheme of things, it is a big area of nothing.
Either that or you got a bit of a depression there. You could always put some like water effect or something in there. It's like a different texture and stuff.
Yeah, that as well. So I've got a couple of weeks to fiddle around with this one, so I'll have something sorted out for that one. So but that's the first one. Then I've got the one that caused me the most strife. I might have to back up a bit to get the whole thing. So this 2-foot monstrosity. So this is so it's based off this photo that I've glued onto the front here that I found. So it's a reference photo. So you're looking at that. That's what you see in the photo. So this is a trumpeter SU-152 and an ARC model Valentine Mark IV. That one scarred me because that is the worst kit I have ever put together, ever. To the point where I had to resculpt the gun mantlet because it had a sink mark, and I had to fill it with putty and literally resculpt the shape. That's how bad it was. But in all honesty, though, it turned out a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. So I had, the figures on here are the dragon figures. Those figures have travelled a long way before they got to me. Originally, my friend in Indiana bought them. No, my friend in Kansas bought them. He decided he wasn't going to use them, so he sent them to my mate in Indiana. In a couple of years, and he decided he was never going to use them. And I said I was looking for that kit, so he said he'll send them. So he sent them from Indiana all the way to New Zealand. So they are well travelled.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so it's sort of depicting a sort of autumnish scene. So this is it's based on what was called the Second Baltic Front was the name of the unit, and this is in Latvia, 1944.
Oh wow!
That's what it's based on. So the trees you'll see here, that's how they started. These dowels, and then using milliput to create the sort of roughness and stuff like that, toothpicks, and to create these sort of knots and stuff like that. So
That's
because I
clever.
couldn't, you'll see from the photo, I couldn't depict all the trees because they are very tall, so I had to sort of cut them off right about here. So it sort of gives you the illusion of it's hitting this clearing. So the main thing I was trying to get is mainly the angle and just stuff like that. And I just happened to see this photo. Someone posted it on my Discord, and having an SU-152 and a Valentine tank in convoy together is a weird combination you wouldn't think of. So it just sort of hit that a little bit in the brain. So I spent about 6 months working on this one.
Foliage looks awesome on it.
Yeah. So, and then the bush here is actually moss I pulled out of the garden. So that's actually real. It started off green. So as the seasons changed here, so did the season on the diorama. So that's the second one. So this one's just a figure diorama.
Oh,
so this
cool.
is based on roughly airborne in St. Mary-Glees.
Yep.
And we have an airborne anti-tank unit. So this one I was trying to get a bit more story into it. So you can see you've got one guy pointing to something over here. You got these guys ambushing something over here. So this one was just more of trying to figure out how to get more of a story into a diorama. So the building here is from Temu, one of the building kits. If you've never tried them, highly recommend them. And this one I also just went nuts. This bit here, it was just a big blank wall. So I decided let's try and get some sort of mural, some sort of painting onto it. So that is just that's just an old advertising poster I found, and I just printed it on a bit of A4, sized it up, and cut it out and blended it on. So
nice, good work, bud.
So that one was just purely experimental for doing buildings and stuff like that, but it's quite a good one. So, nice. And then the last one that I'm currently working on, which I hope will be done, which you guys have probably been seeing on the Discord, is this one. So this is my Germany 1945 Comet 11th Armored. So nice. Yeah. So I spent today working on the cobblestone. So luckily it all comes apart for travel and ease. But so we've got another Temu house here, and then spent all day working on that, just trying to get different colors. So yeah, so hopefully I should get this one done in time for my competition.
Awesome. Thank you for showing that, bud.
Yeah, it looked fantastic.
Julian says, Kieran, StreamYard, what does Julian say? Friend was driving a 52-seat coach car, hit it, driver claimed not to see them. Her insurance wouldn't pay out. 53 cases, whiplash, repairs to coach, loss of earnings, cost her tens of thousands. Yeah. Some people are idiots. Neil says, afternoon all. Hello, Neil. I just replied to your comment on yesterday's video. Joe says, decent content. Stop it. Jim, 65 miles per hour is fast. I once got 42 mile per hour cycling down a very steep hill in Wisconsin. Yeah, no, wouldn't want to do that. And yet I would have done it on a motorbike. Weird. Jem says, the idea, gentlemen, is to get Julian out of the pool of water, not a Colin Furs, and set Guinness record with a powered pram. Julian says, I think the most concerning thing about 65 miles per hour is in a wheelchair is how to stop. Sorry, we'll stick a big airbag at the end of the runway for you. Adam says, Tim is adopted. We all know he's the heir to the Oakley throne. Do you mean Oxley throne? Jim says, hello, Aussie Ian, GM, Callum, and Neil. TBG, I've been overtaken by a sofa on the A3 doing 75 miles per hour. Paul, I always wanted to get Robin Reliance and put a V8 in it and send it down a drag strip. Ian says, nice Callum, so the snow will be all sparkly. And James says, Callum, powdered glass? Oh dear. Julian, I think the initial extraction of heathen from pool operation has suffered considerable mission creep. Just a little bit. We're not extracting you from the pool. We're blasting you out of it like a Tomahawk cruise missile. James says, armor modelers, I know use baking soda, then seal with hairspray. Interesting idea. Certainly a lot safer than powdered glass. Joe, that is so nice, Callum. I really love the big kits, but so damn expensive and not paying billionaires import fees. Son of a...
Yeah, the St. Miraculous building, did you actually put that in on Temu, or is it just one that you made up off of a kit you bought off of Temu?
Bought off Temu. That cost me, I think, $20 in total.
That's cheap. Yeah, I've actually been there. There's a really, really nice little town.
Yeah, well, it's like say this one.
Yeah,
you know, it comes with, you got your acrylic glass, you got photo etch parts, you got 3D printed parts. They're really nice.
Julian says those all look great, Callum. Julian, yes, indeed. Too many others want to join in our mission. Adam said, give Callum a follow on Columbus Models at YouTube and Instagram. And he's put the links in. And he's put Columbus Models Facebook page in as well. Thank you, Adam. Julian says, Jim, I think it was spawned many offshoots. Ian says, excellent times 4, Callum. Arville says, brilliant dioramas, Callum. They are excellent. He could maybe be a regular on BBC YouTube with you all. He would absolutely be welcome anytime. He knows that. Don't you, Callum?
Yeah. BBC YouTube.
I know, right? It sounds like an actual, broadcasting company. Only ours don't build statues of really dark history people, or made by dark history people, and stick them outside the house. Jim says, Julian, we all experienced the fit of V12 into a car, truck, go-kart era. Rockets are easier to fit and fire. Woohoo! Neil, hi, Jim. Paul, I do 43.3 miles per hour on a mountain bike going downhill off-road. Jeez Louise. Rather you than me. Matthew says, it's not the speed, it's the sudden stop that does the damage. Jeremy Clarkson, yes. That's why I don't like doing it, because I've experienced that sudden stop on a mountain bike. Last thing I remember is feeling the back end slide and then waking up sat at the side of a ditch with my mate covered in my blood. Matthew says, Mentos and 3-litre bottle of roller cola for HMS Julian. What's he going to do? Hold on to it and just hold the bottle upside down and pop the Mentos in underneath and just hold on as tight as you can. Oh, we could make it a device that drops the Mentos into the Coca-Cola. Julian says, we'll stick a big airbag at the end of the runway for you. So thoughtful, Mikey. Although I think the thought was, hope the camera is running, we could get £250 on you being framed. Yeah. Julian, that's when we put the airbag at the end of the runway and we start laughing as you go straight past it because we lined you up wrong. Julian says, BBC, is the sea crates or cock-ups? Asking for a friend. Who knows? Who knows? Well, obviously I do because I created the bloody channel. But we got 28 people watching and 17 likes at the minute. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah. Tell me my phone's rotated. I know it's rotated because I turned it round. Greg says, going flat out downhill on a bike is the reward of the past half hour slogging up it first. Very true. So what else you built to, Callum?
Not too much, to be honest. I mean, just getting through life.
Yeah.
Things are expensive here, so not really doing too much in the way of travel or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, got a habit of working on like 5 different projects at once. So I got plenty to do. I'm actually working on something other than these dioramas right now, just because I'm waiting on parts to add to these.
Funnily enough, me and John know what it's like to work on 4 or 5 different kits at once. Don't we, John?
I mean, the current one I'm doing, I've just made life more difficult for myself just because why not?
Well, yeah. How's your podcast going, by the way?
We're slowed down a little bit just because things outside of the podcast sort of get in the way when it comes to recording, because we kind of have the same issues as probably you have when it comes to John and whatnot, with just time zones and stuff. And
you do not have the same issues I have with John.
Well, when it comes to times, yeah. But
love you really, John.
He doesn't want to know about the issues we have with John.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, so
bless him.
We've kind of recently had sort of a very polite kick up the ass by one of our supporters as to what we've been doing and getting stuff out. So we had a bit of a powwow this week, and we've decided screw it, we need to get back into it. I think just for our own sakes as well. Like, I know I sit there and I miss recording and just hanging out with the guys. So we're making an effort. We've just been thinking of different ways to keep it interesting and stuff like that. I mean, I know, we talk about different things every week, but we for ourselves. So one of the things we're going to be doing as well is not only looking at just the vehicles and how to model them and what to use and all that. We're going to start looking into famous figures as well.
Yeah.
Because the idea behind that is, there's a lot of German pilot aces, tanker aces, allied pilot aces, stuff like that. So we want to start also, just to keep things fresh, talking about them, and then going into specifics of what they flew, what markings, the best kits for that, the best aftermarket to change it to this, from this to that, that kind of stuff. So we're just expanding on stuff, but we've been a bit slack lately just because we've had a lot of things outside and general life sort of, we're all like, early 30s, early to late 30s. So it's all like time in your life where a lot of things happen, some big changes that can just get in the way. So, yeah.
Tim's at that stage as well, aren't you, Tim?
Sure am.
He's even got his daughter digging his house out for him.
On the other hand, I'm menopausal.
That's what it is.
He's coming through the menopause.
The bloke pause.
It explains so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we're also going to be looking at, we've got a few people interested as guests, such as Mark Robson from Qatari.
Oh, sweet.
Mainly because he's actually in my model club in Auckland IPNMS, so I see him once a month, and he's always keen to chat. And, there's a few things that we learn about that won't go on air, but he's always keen. He calls himself a self-proclaimed attention whore. He loves talking about stuff, and so he's going to get. So we got that. Going to get that lined up. There's another guy, South African guy over here, Johan, who opened Scalecraft Studios, and he's been looking at more importing aftermarket type stuff, as well as kits and stuff like that. But aftermarket in New Zealand is nigh on impossible to get. The major things. It's kind of whatever you get, what you get, and most of the stuff that you'll find is being sold by other people who buy them overseas and bring them back and then just never use them.
Yeah.
So he's looking at that, as well as he is making his own model brand as well. So he's currently in the process of creating his own model kit, which is going to be made out of resin. And that is going to be a 1 to 32nd scale and 1 to 48 scale British Electric Lightning.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. And
That'll
stuff
do
like
well.
that. Yeah, so going to get him on as well. So we're just sort of just been lining things up. So, yeah.
Nice. Matthew says, airbag isn't in the budget. Is Julian insured by Heathens of Wales Incorporated? Paul says, I have a 180mm disc rotor with a 2-pot brake caliper in the front of my mountain bike. Stops me on a 6pence. Paul, downside is brakes and rotor get very hot, i.e. it'll burn your fingers if touched. Yeah. Julian says, Matthew, there's a budget. You mean this isn't all being done for shits and giggles? Matthew, £250 of You've Been Framed is the budget, Julian. We're doing this for fame and fortune. For those that haven't watched Paul, we're not talking about YouTube. We're talking about this weird sort of storyline that sort of evolved over the last month or so, where Julian got shoved into a pool, and then we came up with ideas of how to get Julian out of the pool rapidly, and then how to get him to fly through the air and land and stuff like that. It's just become more and more ridiculous as the time's gone on. Julie says, John just invented a new concept. He's menopausal. Graham says, afternoon all. Hello, Graham. Paul says, so yesterday I was chosen the next kit I'm doing. It's the Nishimo USS Enterprise Nuclear Attack Aircraft 1/500 scale. Nice. Didn't you do something like that, Tim?
What?
Aircraft carrier.
Yeah, I did a 1/700. What was it? Yorktown.
Yeah, that was good with lights and everything.
Yeah, that was a bit of fun, that one.
Matthew says, grouchy, grumpy, and full of negativity. Tim is the menopause. Well, Tim has the menopause. Tim's all about positivity now. Phil says, good afternoon, everyone. Just popped in for a quick tea break. Hello, Phil. Paul, it's massive. Stop bragging. God, blimey. There's no ladies here to impress, mate.
Cool.
Joe says, don't be selfish, Julian. This is for our entertainment. Jeez. Neil says, sadly, the V1 and V2 at the museum store are being moved to Shawbury soon, so Operation Julian is no-go. We'll have to find alternative methods. We've just been discussing using Mentos and Coca-Cola to get him act like a jet and get him out of the pool. Greg says, any Aussies here going to New South Wales scale model show tomorrow?
You'd think I would, hey, but I haven't mentioned to Bron. Yeah, I know it's on tomorrow and Sunday, but we're driving down. Oh, I'm not going to be here next week, Mikey. I'm heading to Melbourne with the darling wife.
Okay.
And then to Canberra for events.
Nice.
But, because I'm going to Melbourne, I won't be going to Illawarra, which is just how it works, I'm afraid.
Yeah. So
I know what the Canberra event is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what day? What day will you be doing next week, John, if any?
None.
None. Okay. Okie dokie. So it looks like it's going to be me and you, Trev, for most of the week.
Yeah, that's fine, mate.
Julian says, it started with my accidentally being knocked in a swimming pool. Since when it has evolved somewhat. Yes. And Neil says, the tomahawk is still there, though. There we go. See, problem solved. We don't need problems, we need solutions. And that's a good solution. Strap him to a Tomahawk cruise missile. Paul says, I have an electric motor for the USS Enterprise, so now I have to look up the soldering kit. Look for the soldering kit. The Belfast is so close to getting done. Nice.
Very good.
Oh, got up to 33 people watching. Matthew.
Good.
Oh,
The drive-by
get a cup of tea.
All right, mate. The drive-by baptism of the heathen Julian has evolved into rocketing him to Pluto so he can be the first man there. Recovery from outer space, jet aircraft, water skiing, and on re-entry. Yes. Jim says, didn't know about the model show. Where at Dapto?
Yeah. Let me look it up. It's just give me a moment. Won't be long.
Okay. Not a problem. How are you getting on with your model, Tim? Whilst he's looking for that.
Yeah, getting there. So, again, it's kind of at the point where it's like slow going because it's a lot of layering.
It's that little skull in its shoulder.
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool.
And on its head and stuff. So, yeah, I've just done the leather cushion. Yeah, and now I'll mix up a purple or something to paint the kind of striations in the chitin.
Yeah.
So,
random question, Tim. You know your figures like that? Do you have any that have feathers on?
Yeah, stand by.
Greg says, yeah, it's at Berkeley.
Berkeley. Illawarra Sports Stadium. Yeah, Fred Finch Park. Hooker Creek Road, Berkeley.
There you go.
From 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. both days, May 23rd,
Nice.
24th. So,
Yeah.
that number again, the Illawarra Sports Stadium on Fred Finch Park, on Hooker Creek Road, Hooker, it's probably Hooker, HOOKA Creek Road, Berkeley.
There we go. That's cool. Because I got another Spearhead magazine the other day. With a kit, but it's Griffin Rider on it, so I want to learn how to do the feathers on it because I haven't done them before. Well, I have, but they were crap.
Yeah, I think they're like the only feathers I've got.
Yeah, they look nice though.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
awesome. Jim says, sorry, mates, can't be at the New South Wales Model Show. Have to watch the Sister's House this weekend. Julian, for your information, I'm in a wheelchair and have no problem with people taking the piss. I do, however, dislike people getting offended on my behalf. I don't need to be told when. That's patronising and is offensive. There we go. You see, this is why we like Julian. Jim says, hookah? Sorry, I don't smoke it anymore.
Need a model that makes tea and brings tea in for you.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
Called
preferably
Tease
about
Mate.
30. Preferably about 30 and blonde. But
Jim
oh,
says,
sorry, did you think I meant a plastic model? Oh, best behave, but it was around. I hope she's not. Oh, dear.
Joe says, Jim, if you're not going, I'm not either.
Well, not without
Julian's. Julian says, for your information, Mace Miniatures are selling off more studio painted minis. Ooh. Well, it's no fun if you. I mean, I get why people buy them pre-done because they're nice to look at and they make nice decorations and stuff. But the fun is in the painting for me, rather than just. I enjoy painting them, and then I enjoy looking at them and seeing them on the shelves and things.
Yeah, it turns out for a lot of people, it's not. They like the game side of the hobby, and everything else is a bit of a doodle drag.
Yeah. Neil says, Goblin? Who are you, Goblin? Jim says, Kanahuka. Sounds Hawaii. Greg's laughing. And Julian says, 30 and blonde. I didn't know Labradors got that old, Trevor.
Okay. So I need to look up more photos of B47 again.
It's a good job you like looking at him, isn't it? Jim says, Greg.
I was going to say, you need an excuse.
Jim says, Greg, undecided. Weather forecast is bad.
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 Okay.
Anybody ever been to Wonderfest in America?
No.
Is that a gay bar?
No, Wonderfest. I think it's more of a. It's a model show in America. I can't remember where it is. Yeah. I think it's more sci-fi than that than. Because they had a sci-fi one over here this year for the first time, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I missed it.
Jim says, Jim, thank you for the clarification, Gary. I heard the word hookah, even as part of another word. My mind drifts back to the good old days. I can just imagine Jim sat there with his dreadlocks and everything. We saw a couple of people driving back from the supermarket last night in town, in our local town. Very much so, this small town. But there's two people dressed up, and they just look like this like cross between hipsters and hippies and things. Sort of stuff you see in a city or something like that, where it's a white guy with a beard and dreadlocks and wearing sandals and things like that.
You've been in Cardiff again.
Well, this is the thing. It's not the sort of thing we normally see around here. So it stood out quite a bit. Most people around here are wearing, t-shirts and jeans or something like that.
Hey,
a pair of work boots or something.
Did Duke Wellington send you a Welsh thing in the last, say, 12 hours, Mikey?
No.
Right. So I'll bring it up on the screen because I can't say it because it's Welsh. But you'll be able to read it, I think.
Yeah. Jim says, Mr. Jim, the wonders of Illawarra. Just got back from visiting a lovely little place in Schlosslichwig. Ricardo Brut. Sorry, there was a hair in my mouth. Went to Swansea. Yeah. Yeah, that's mad. Paul says, both my dogs are sunbathing in the garden. Typical Staffordshire Bull Terriers, always sun hogging.
I need to find US olive tan. Olive tan? What do I mean? Olive green. Oh, that's a chick that
Jim
went to school with. Yeah.
Joe says, traumatic event for me yesterday. Bad weather closed the best Mexican restaurant in Mississippi, so I had to stop at the local Chevron for 3 slices of pizza. Oh.
service station pizza compared to best local. Oh, you poor bugger.
Jim's laughing at the idea of him with dreadlocks.
This is yellow.
Joe says it was delicious.
Really? From a servo. US olive drab. What do you reckon? US olive drab? Top of the B47? Why not? Sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jim says, Paul, my dog does the same on my back porch. John, a G bar? Yes, but great drink specials.
Wow.
I think they're quite funny. So, especially when they have the drag artists on and things like that, it's quite fun.
Oh, can't say I've been to one.
Jim says,
I do. What I think is funny is, so there was a guy who wasn't gay on our crew, but he would tell people he was, and they'd get him to drive him to that particular bar in Darwin.
Yeah.
But then, like, he'd pretend to go in, but wouldn't he just go to another nightclub and stuff like that? And the reason he did that is so all the people who dropped them off would have, I've been to this gay bar and, put in your reviews of it and stuff like that. I think that's quite funny.
Yeah. That's commitment as well, isn't
it?
Yeah. Jim says, Joe, pizza from a gas station? Make to have some Pepto-Bismol handy. Julian says, John, what kit number is that? Julian, can you stop putting Nodge because John doesn't like it?
No, what? I don't
kit
mind.
Number is that? You said yesterday you didn't like it.
No, I don't mind.
You got used to it now, have you?
Yeah, everyone knows me as Nodge. It's fine. So what kit number is that? Scarmates have a few till the 968. This Stratojet, Julian, is that what he's asking?
Yeah, I think so.
Kit number? Ooh, K007 colon 2200. That number again. It's funny. Kit 7.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
That's how old it is.
K007. Yeah, I think it's actually Kit 007, the seventh kit, probably, because the other bit after it, the 2200, is probably how much yen it cost. So yeah, probably put in K007.
There you go. Matthew says, my cat is sunbathing too. I have to put lotion on her ears as she has cat acne, according to the vet. Oh, interesting.
Acne.
Wow. GM says, my aircraft has G bars. Do not exceed bars in big writing on the dials. There we go. Yeah. Don't exceed too many G forces. Jim says, careful, John, you're smiling and laughing. Might hurt your face.
Oh.
Burned. Joe, no, Jim, it unplugged me. I'm an old man, remember? Paul, Mikey, best company you can get for Kay is a Staffy. No matter what, they're proper goofballs and will always make her happy. Also, best breed around children. Unfortunately, except for Morgan, all our kids are adults now. But yeah, Kay's frightened of dogs, mate. She's frightened of cats even more. Matthew says, Paul, Staffies are from my neck of the woods, Staffordshire.
Oh.
Yeah. I had a Staffy when we were kids. I had a German Shepherd as well. I love German Shepherds. They're lovely dogs. Julian says, a friend of mine just had a hip replacement. First TV advert he was for cremations. I said, at least your hip will be okay, as it'll have a higher melting point. But what they do is they...
Honest question, German Shepherds, are they the same as Alsatians? Is that right? Or are they different?
Yeah.
Alsatians are darker? Right, so
same.
Then your dog is from Alsace region in France, wouldn't it? Or Belgium? Wherever Alsace is.
I don't know, but they called them Alsatians because during World War II, German people didn't want things to do with Germany. That's the only reason they did it.
There you go.
Because that's why it's the same reason as the royal family changed the name to Windsor.
Yeah.
So that people didn't go around killing all the bloody German shepherds. They changed the name or the breed name to Alsatian.
There you go.
God, I'm crap at explaining things sometimes.
No, that's good. That ticked the box I was looking for.
Paul says, Matthew, thumbs up. My grandparents had one that was a champion at Crufts. Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Used to have a German Shepherd when I was a kid called Bruce. I was the only person he'd let near him.
G'day, Bruce.
Yeah. He was my best friend when I was a kid. And he was very protective over me. And my sister, to be fair.
All right. So I reckon this might look very different now. Let me.
Julian says German Shepherds are long haired, Alsatians are short haired. At least that's the difference I've always thought. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really
sure.
any difference.
Oh, bugger. Peeled a bit of silver off. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Where's me? Oh.
Jim says Alsace is a province in France that borders Germany, centuries of both German, French, and mixed ancestry. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And he says there are many different breeds of German Shepherds. Exactly. German Shepherds is the umbrella term, and they just started calling them Alsatians during the war, so that people didn't sort of turn on the bloody dogs.
Ew.
Yeah. Because, of course, somebody's mind had to go there, didn't it, John? Not that I'm trying to imply anything. This track is actually starting to look pretty good. It's actually looking like it's got sort of wear and corrosion on it, instead of just looking like plastic.
What track is that for?
For the ARL 44 French heavy tank.
Nice.
It's an interesting
Ugliest
track.
tank in the world, and I really want one.
It's cool. I like it. And Rob sent it me. And that's the track on it is really interesting.
Yeah, it's basically Charby 1 tracks.
Yeah. But then he also sent me the tank's big brother as well. The other day. Which apparently he's saving to send me at Christmas, but he decided I needed cheering up after the last few weeks, so he sent it the other day as well instead. Which is really appreciated. That's really nice of him.
Yeah.
In fact, we only got 20 minutes left, so I'm not going to get much on the tracks anyway, so what we can do is open up that kit and have a look at it. I'll just come and grab it.
I used Tamiya paint for the first time today.
How'd that go for you?
Yeah, not too bad. I think it needs like more thinner than what I thought, but yeah, it's good. And I got a respirator too because I don't want to buy a spray booth just yet. But yeah, I figure I should probably stop holding my breath.
I normally use water tin.
Yeah.
For thinning. Yeah, I normally use water for thinning it, and I normally do it about 50-50.
Fair enough.
There you go. That's the AMX 50B.
Now those are cool.
Yeah.
The turret of that kind of looked like the top half of one of the Separatist battle tanks in Star Wars.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you painted the whole turret and everything, that kind of beige color.
Well, if you look at that's the turret for the ARL 44. That's the mantlet for the AB 50.
I mean, the ARL 44. That's got it's a 90mm, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Versus
So,
the AMX 50B that's got a 120.
Yeah. But look at the size of the turret ring and everything on it.
Yeah.
That's the size of the turret ring on. It's just mad. And then you got the hull as well, which is longer, slightly, but it's also lower down. Strange, but it's cool. Well, there goes top of the hull. Yeah, it's a bit of a wide boy. Yeah, there's a turret ring, and then there you go. Kind of see it. Let's measure it. So 7 centimeters on that one, and 5.5 centimeters on the ARL. So the turret ring's 2.5 centimeters wider. But the instructions are pretty nice on them. So you've got some nice. Look at that; it's got a blueprint of it. It's pretty cool. Thinking of maybe cutting that off and put it on the wall or something. Should be nice build. They've got some interesting colour schemes as well.
It's a pity because the AMX 50 never really got out of production. It was taken over by the AMX 30, which is much worse to look at.
Yeah. Yeah. This is pretty cool colour scheme. So you got the winter one, and then you got the woodland one as well.
I believe it's also the shape it is because it's got the oscillating turret. So
yeah.
the turret moves up and down as well, which
yeah.
Well, I mean, it made sense for the what was that really? What was the light tank the French built? I'm blanking on it. I have a model of one sitting right next to me, and I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, there you go. That is pretty cool, I think.
Are you going to do it in that scheme?
Really, I don't know. I don't know if it's doing that one or the woodland one. I do like the look of that, though, winter scheme.
Either way, it's going to be stripy.
Yes. What I'm going to do for this ARL 44 is I'm going to do it in blue. In French. So it's going to look more like a... Because to me... take that off now. I put that turret on. Oh, come on. Come on, you stupid thing. There you go. To me, that looks like something that belongs in Warhammer.
Well, actually, in in World of Tanks, you can actually get a Warhammer-inspired skin for that. It looks awesome.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like a blue, but do like rust around the edges and things like that. Do like a Warhammer type thing.
Yeah, sounds interesting.
I might as well turn that camera over. I'm not going to have time to do it.
Anybody want to know? Anybody want a Dorchester kit?
No, you got to go till you finished it, mate.
No.
We don't surrender on this channel.
Where are we? Yeah, look.
No matter how many times the viewers ask us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice work there.
Yes, I think I might have to get the. It's the cage for the water containers.
Yeah, looks good
I
though.
think I might have to get the soldering iron out.
Ian Chambers says most French tanks were ugly. Yeah, I quite like them. I think it looks fun. Jim says I like Saxe Coburg Gotha. If I'm honest, yeah.
Anybody that's into because you need a bit of flat metal or something or other. I bought these off of Temu. I think I got a set of 4 for about £2 or £3. They're they call them cutting mats for the kitchen.
Yeah,
but they're stainless steel.
Yeah,
and they're really good for cutting your PE on.
Yeah, nice. Matthew says, one of my earliest childhood memories of the guard dogs from the petrol station that backs into the M&D's garden. Got over a 10-foot fence and me sitting on my swing feeding them cream crackers. Alsatians. June says, one of my uncles was born in Alsace. If I recall correctly, one of the World War I treaties was the Treaty of Alsace-Lorraine, which I think ceded those regions to France. Yeah, it switched back and forwards all the time over the years. The border shifts from one side of the town to the other. Jim says, seems French tanks didn't evolve in design much beyond the early 20s. Yeah. I think they
did end up with something getting in the way of that.
Well, yeah. Primarily around 1939. GM says, I bought a box of metal tracks links for the AFB Centurion tank kit. It certainly has extra weight to box. Then there's the fitting together. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's fun. Jim says, same kit, John. Much flash as it's older than me.
No flash.
Oh. Joe says, wow, look at Trevor and that dreaded photo etch. Get it away, Trevor.
Yeah, I love a challenge.
Matthew says, Nike, that's got an oscillating turret, so the whole front of the turret swivels inside the turret ring. Wow. That's cool.
As I said the other day, I love a challenge. I've been married to the same woman for 50 years.
Adam says, hi, Mikey. I'm here since I'm off work at the moment with thy mental health. Oh, hope you feel better soon, buddy. I hope we cheer you up a little bit. Aussie Ian says, AMX 1390. Ooh, don't know. I've seen that.
Yep, that's the one I was talking about.
Joe says, ugly French tanks, like Peugeot vehicles.
All right. B47's got its first bit of, it's looking sort of more complete now. So white underneath, interior green, Bombay radar, white under there. I've got all the engine nacelles painted the correct colors. Still masked up because that's white in that section there. I need to do the exhaust plenum and the turbine mark, the red line. But they'll go on next week, as well the external tanks. They're done. And so next week I'll put all this together, the stuff on the wings, and start on the bomb. But yeah,
Nice.
it's looking all right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's looking sweet.
I've gone through a lot of tape and a lot of paper towel.
Jim says, I think P has become Joe's Wolfbane. Quite possibly. Jim says, you're in the right place, Adam. BBC, aka Outpatients. Jim, understand the reasons for the royal family name change, Julian. It was definitely not in vogue during World War One. Very true. We've got 8 minutes left. We've got 27 people watching.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah. Got 28 people watching. 19 lubes.
I've got to go clubbing tonight.
Disco.
Yeah, not quite the same. But...
or is it more virulent these days, Trevor?
Hey?
Is it more virulent these days?
Yeah. Not quite that bad, but...
Oh, it'd be more rock and roll your sort of era, wouldn't it?
No, I was more Motown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen
I always preferred Strimmers myself.
Yeah. I've seen the Four Tops, the 3 Degrees, the Drifters. I've seen Diana Ross, Gladys Knight.
Yeah. GM says, I do have an Edward P kit for an AFV Centurion kit. The side armor plates are about all I can deal with. All the bits are for show. It's in its box. I'm not going to pop the next comment up, but I'll read it out kind of. Just because it's got a word in there that YouTube doesn't like. Matthew says, yeah, the Windsor knot was unpopular during World War II as one of its creators entertained AH in his chateau. Yes. Paul says, show me the Dorchester. Show me the Dorchester.
What bit? What bit do you want to see? There you go. That's the chassis. Yeah. That's the base.
Nice.
And that's the ruddy PE bit.
The ruddy PE bit, yeah.
The ruddy PE bit, yeah.
Jim says Alsace-Lorraine province was returned to France after World War One. They were claimed by Bismarck as part of the settlements at the end of War of 1870. There we go.
Actually,
she says, "Is that the Windsor Club, Trevor?"
The Windsor Club. No, it's not the Windsor Club. I don't go to the Windsor Club. I'm actually the secretary of the Royal Rich Legion Club in Portslade. And I do not go to the Polegate one. Actually, apparently, we gave 7 of these vehicles over to the Australians.
Oh,
okay.
And they went, these are shit. Stick them in the corner.
Yeah, the AEC armoured commercial vehicle firstly saw service in North Africa campaigns, in the British Army service, and throughout the war. 7 vehicles were handed to the Australian troops. So, yeah, I should have bloody kept them now.
Oh, have we got another Mr. Happy on the show, have we?
Yeah, I'm going to be a grumpy. Actually, my grandson calls me Grumps. And as you've probably noticed, I've got no teeth. Or you might have done. So he decided that he was going to go to the shop and he bought me a set of red and white plastic teeth. And he's only bloody 9.
Bless him.
Bless him.
Jim says, coming together very nice, Trevor. Model looks great from here. Yeah,
no, it's coming on. It's coming on all right, actually.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Callum's playing with there. He's stroking something.
Yeah.
It's track. Workable track, and I'm trying to not let it glue itself together. I'm trying to keep it moving so it doesn't, so it keeps workable.
Why didn't you just glue some cotton along the inside of it? And that way you don't have to glue them together.
Because these are a pain in the nuts.
Yeah.
You basically have 2 halves for the trackpads, and then 2 links that you put in between, and you try not to glue the links onto the trackpad so they're workable, but they won't come apart.
Cool. Yeah. Skipping Zinni says, afternoon all, just turned up. Aha.
Hello, James.
Yeah. Ian says, 15 laps, James, for being late. Kay came in there and said, have you finished? Right, about 5 minutes. Right? I've got a job for you to do.
Oh, God.
Right. Okay. What is it? Can you go to the chemist and pick my stuff up, please? I was like, yeah. Skipping says, were those laps around the coffee cup? No. Round my belt size. Equator. Or as the PTIs used to say, 15 laps around this beautiful body. Ian says, yes. What time will? We've got 3 minutes left. That's coming along nice, Tim.
Getting there.
Turned out nice again.
Yeah. Have you done the wings yet?
No, I'm deciding, like, doing the underbelly and stuff was a bit annoying by brush, so I'm probably just going to cheat a bit and airbrush the inside of the wings, but I'm currently just deciding basically what I want to put where.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do like the leathery look on that.
On the wings?
Yeah, the colour tones and everything. Really good.
Yeah. Yeah, so after I sprayed it, I just did like from the underside with a bit of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking what color. So I could leave it red. Or yeah, I'll probably leave it red, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just be picking out like what are effectively the fingers through the membranes and stuff.
Yeah.
And plopping that on, and then let's see. Bust out a little bit of dry brushing to pick the edges on or the redstone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do that with a nice sandy color and stuff, and then the last step, before I call it done, will just be getting onto all the dirt or the sand with oxide pigment.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then that'll be
awesome.
More or less done at that point. So like, yeah, I know what I'll still have to do, but
that brazier looks really good as well. The fire in that brazier.
That's that'll need to be touched up a lot because I've been brushing it with my finger and kind of rubbing off the high points and stuff, and I haven't done any of the OSL work yet, so there'll be a little bit of light getting thrown on the inside of the arch and stuff, the underside of the metal bits, and at the top of the throne there's 2 candles in there too, so I'll probably do a bit of a glow there, but
cool.
It's coming together. At the moment it's all a bit shiny and stuff, so once it gets matte varnished. That'll kind of knock that right down, and everything will look as it should.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. I've got a plan. I'm not entirely insane.
There's
then
method
of
in
course,
his madness.
and then painting the rider as well. So
Are you
the
sure?
rider with rickets.
Are you sure you've had a baby and you're building a house?
yeah.
That's insanity, isn't it?
And you're letting the baby dig the foundations out.
Yeah.
Robin broke ground the other day, but you know,
Sounds like you for having a shit.
Yeah. Well, other people do all the building for me. I just gotta, you know,
bless them,
maintain the rage until they give me keys. So.
Right.
Plenty of tea and pizza works a wonder.
Right, that is all for this another week of Bearded Veteran Creates.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. I'll be back on Monday with the panel. Tim, Trevor, if they turn up, awesome. John's busy.
Well, yeah, Monday's bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah, should be all right, I think.
Yeah.
Don't think she's got anything planned.
Yeah, I'll be there for the Monday, and then I'll be Gornsky's from Thursday through to Monday. So I'm not sure if I'll make the Monday after next Monday, but we'll see.
White Rose is gonna go in on his holidays tomorrow morning, so he won't be here. So most of the week next week he's stuck with me and Trevor.
He should enjoy that. I've been most of them places where he's going, and
nice. So thank you all for joining us. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like and subscribe or whatever it is you do down there. And until next week, it's Hulvar for now.
All right.
Yeah.